UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh, that one just missed the hole. He has this putt to save his par. The second hole is a long par 3 of typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Yeah, good effort that one out of the bunker. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. Oh, just missed. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently 4 shots off the pace. A chance to get amongst the action of the top 20. This putt drops. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Rich. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers, lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. That's some good golf right there. This would be a good putt to hole. It'd help move you into the top 10. Ooh, right by the hole. Big putt for par coming up.
And this putt to tie Brooke Henderson.
Now 5 strokes behind. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Tee shot is looking good here.
They've had a chat with the caddy, and they're going for it. This one's on.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Oh, got unlucky there. Right into the water on that one. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got the big 200 all the way back to this pin.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron. Look out, there's water there. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
This one's heading left, I think. And that one's headed to the drink. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got the big 200 all the way back to this pin.
Going with the 4-iron here. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer. Sitting at -1. Almost went in. Just 3 feet to the cup. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Opting for the 4-iron here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
That was a gallant attempt. Okay, so that finishes that hole. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. And here we are with the third shot. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And down she goes. Currently at 4 over for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. The tempo there was exquisite.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 165 yards. Wow, that drive, that had so much airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down. Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? All right, Rich, crunch time. We're through 9 holes here today of cut day. What do you think's in this player's future?
Luke, sitting just below the cut line, they cannot afford any more mistakes. Birdies and pars are in order.
Around 110 yards to go. Going with the 8-iron here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. This would be a great up and down. Oh, that one was zooming past the hole. Well, Rich, you think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
Putting for birdie.
Surely it's going to.
Well, that was a really important hole. Now just 1 off the cut line. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Tweet, tweet. This is for 2 birdies.
Wonderful shot.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich. Getting ready to play their third. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. And with that effort, now 3 over for the day. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Okay, steady now. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Sitting at 3 over for the event. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4 here, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Oh, well played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. Oh, Canada! Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. This one's for birdie.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
It was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. And it's more great play from Brooke Henderson. She's on top of this leaderboard. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. That's disappointing. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Nice out the rough here.
Yeah, nicely played.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
That'll sting a bit.
Downhill putt, and he certainly was robbed on that effort.
And another round safely in the books. And there you have it. I'll be pleased with that, just sneaking through the cut line.
Absolutely. It's always nice, good feeling to make the cut. Some weeks you just don't quite have your A game, but making the cut, always a positive sign.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have my mate Rich Beam beside me. And Rich, as this next player begins their round, what do you think of their chances here today?
Look, this player starts off the final round a couple behind the lead. And let's face it, they need to have some inspiring golf out there today. They need to make birdies early and often if they want to chase down that leader. It sets up for a very exciting final round.
Can't wait to see how today's play plays out. Time to get to the action. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Opting for the 3-iron here. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, so close. Putting for a par here. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. And that will drop in for a birdie. You've arrived at a par 5.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Getting ready to play their third. It's just about 3 feet away. You don't want to miss these.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. And he's down there.
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Good shot there.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Ouch, that hurts. And that should secure the par on this one. And it's Brooke Henderson on top of things. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Lovely effort, that.
All guns blazing here. They've got full attack mode on.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Putting for a birdie. A birdie with big wings. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He's currently tied for 13th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, that's huge momentum there bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Looks to be going with the 4 iron.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet. This is their look at birdie.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This should play. This putt for a spot in the top 5. That's frustrating. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? That's an awful error. This shot now being played from the fairway bunker. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
Well, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player is behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Oh, great swing there. Sitting at -4, tied for 4th. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Playing from 110 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Left yourself an opportunity. A tie for 3rd spot on the leaderboard up for grabs if you can hold this. Wow, that's misjudged. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. We have a par 5 at this one. Well played, mate. Playing from around 240 yards. 5 shots off the lead. Opting for the 3-wood. This one's headed right, Rich. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
No, that's too bad. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently tied for 3rd. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Oh, good shot that. Right inside the range.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Well, that's criminal. How do you leave that short?
Tell you what, watch out. This guy's going to be on full tilt here shortly.
Let's begin the 14th.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
And the rivalry seems to be inspiring this player to make some great putts. That will bring them closer together on the leaderboard. And after that effort, they've now moved into second place, right behind our leader, Brooke Henderson.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting. Not really what they were hoping for there.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
As we head now to the par 5 next.
Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. You like that, didn't you? Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
And down it goes for an eagle. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. He's currently just in second place.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Going with the 4-iron here. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Well, Rich, there's nothing too difficult about this bunker shot, aside from the moment.
Yes, the moment. It always gets to you, doesn't it? It's a difficult thing sometimes to handle, the moment.
Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. Ooh, right by the hole. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for bogey.
And as this player begins their final hole, they're 2 shots off the lead.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
From about 130 yards here.
He's 2 shots back.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That always looked wet, didn't it? Playing their 4th shot. Just a couple back from our leader. Sitting at 7 under. Currently tied for 2nd. And this putt is for a final score of 65. And that will conclude his tournament to date. And as this event comes to a close, it'll be a top 10 finish for this player.
Top 10s are always good, Luke. It gives you some confidence going into the next tournament.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.